Quite simply, my research seeks to quantify Paris-aligned emissions targets for cities. To this end, we quantify equity principles to allocate the mitigation burden across populations in the world. At the city level, we find that city alone cannot meet those emissions reductions targets. In developed countries, they can inform national governments on possible support through legislative measures in order to reduce their emissions. They can also inform the government on what could be fair contributions to international support on behalf of their population. In developing countries, cities can inform the national governments on their needs and how much mitigation support they could receive. My research seeks to inform mitigation strategies and the role of different actors in the transition. And because the challenges of different actors are so different, my research is really interdisciplinary by nature. Basically, I start from the physical goal of staying below 1.5 degrees of global warming. I look at global emissions reduction trajectories from socioeconomic model. Then I try to quantify principles of equity to share the mitigation burden across different actors. And finally, I try to package this information into policy-relevant advice to decision makers based on their local realities. In summary, my discipline is to try to identify and address challenges around implementing equity in various types of decision-making. I work with different actors, from civil society to businesses to local governments to national governments and even diplomats to try to identify where are the equity trade-offs when tackling different disciplines, different types of information in order to make a coherent policy. I work on universal tools that can be applied across jurisdiction in order to give coherent advice, but I also need to account for the local specificities. And this is where it becomes really interesting to work at the local level.